Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. We're back. Another video. This one, it's gonna kind of follow along the same line, but we're gonna make it a little more serious. We're gonna talk about movies that I will never not cry at. And as women, I think we connect more with that. I'm reminded of the scene in Sleepless in Seattle, which I actually just recently watched again. Love that movie. Where the lady's like talking about the movie and she's crying, and the guys are like, "Oh, it sounds like a chick movie." Like they're fake crying over the war movies. But like, I think it's just we women, we get it. We get it. But maybe guys might understand too if they really got down to it. So this list of movies is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be still along that lines of like things we don't really talk about, ones that kind of are more off the beaten path. Because you have like some movies that it would make sense. Like you have Schindler's List. It's an honorable mention. I cried for 45 minutes after that movie was over. My stomach was hurting. I was unwell. The Saving Private Ryan, movies like that. We know we're gonna cry at those movies. We know that's coming. We're ready. We're ready for it. We're prepared. You're never prepared, but we fully comprehend that's going to happen. These movies, it's the moment, and these are moments that just will never not. I can watch these movies a million times, and one I did, but I'm still gonna cry even a little bit. So I'm really excited to get into this. And I also want to remind you guys to subscribe if you have not done so yet. Please click that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment down below, and let's get started. So I want to go ahead with number 5. Number 5 is The Help. Obviously, it's pretty clear, with the movie being about what it's about. It's pretty emotional, but if you haven't seen it, which some people haven't seen it, if you haven't seen it, Viola Davis, Octavia Spencer, and Emma Stone. Emma Stone, I don't think I've seen her in a movie when she's like the same character. Like, she's always these different characters, but there's always that same spunk that's there that I really like. My two favorite are this and La La Land. La La Land, we're gonna make a video about that too. Like, don't worry, it's coming. But love it, love this movie. So anyway, getting into the scene that I'm talking about, the entire ending. I'm not going to give away too many spoilers if you haven't seen it. Go look it up, watch it. Watch the movie. It's really, really good. It's worth watching. I've watched it a few times now, and it still just gets me every time. And again, without giving spoilers, when the main character, or one of the main characters of the story, decides that she's going to leave her job, and she is taking care of this little girl who then is just like, "Don't go," and then like she's crying and she's like banging on the window as she's walking down the street, like, don't go. And the monologue that she gives, it's just everything all together is so emotional that it hits so deep, and it's so real, and just it feels so personal, and it's just so well done. So it's definitely part of this list because it gets me every time. Every single time. Next one on the list, I have seen approximately 9,700,222 times, and I will watch it another bajillion times because I freaking love this movie. We are talking about Titanic 1998. The one, the only movie about this awful, awful experience that actually, for me, brings it to such a different level. I was approximately 6 years old, going on 7, when this movie came out. I was about to be 7, and we got the, if you know, you know, the VHS box set that had 2 tapes, because this movie is 4 hours long, which is fine, because it should be. It needs to be. It better be. Anything less than that, and you're not giving the story enough anything. But this moment for me is what gets me, is when the band is playing. They decide they're going to go find a lifeboat. Obviously, we know what happens, so that's not a spoiler. And the, I guess, leader, if you will, starts playing a hymn, and it's just playing over all this terrible screaming, and then the families who can't make it out of the lower decks are basically trying to fall asleep so that they don't feel it. And my goodness, it hits. And I think that's the part of it that for me will always get me a little bit, just a little bit. I'm looking down at my notes here. I have my little Unabomber notes. And I was like, oh yeah, this one. We're talking about The Shack. If you haven't seen it, which again, a lot of people haven't seen this movie, go see it. Oh my god, it's so good. And the book, read the book, watch the movie. Amazing. You're gonna cry. Get Kleenex, lots of Kleenex. You're gonna need it. I was just especially the scene where he comes to grips with what happened. That's all I'm gonna say. And he has to continually walk every step saying, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. Yeah. It's you need to see it, and then you need to read it. It's, no matter whether you're reading it or watching it, you're gonna cry every time. Every time. I can be like, I'm fine, I'm good. You put that scene on, I'm gonna lose it. The song playing, and I saw the movie before I read the book, and when I read the book, all I could think of was the song playing at the. I was gone. So beautiful. This story is really, really good. So worth it. It's worth the emotion. It's a good cry. And it's funny because one of the things written is, it feels good to let the healing waters flow. And it's as that's happening, and I'm just like, oh. And it does. You feel better after you cry in a book or a movie. It's a good cry. Okay, so as we get like further on in this video, it's gonna take longer for me to talk, because these ones that I'm going to bring up, and I have another honorable mention, so don't worry, we're gonna have extra. But anyway, This one I did not expect. This is why this one is higher up on the list. So this one is a movie called Shall We Dance, which I think is a remake of an older movie. I didn't see the older movie, but this one has Richard Gere, Susan Sarandon, and Jennifer Lopez, which, okay, hear me out. The woman can't sing. I'm sorry. Forgive me, but she is not a good singer. But her acting is actually not bad. If you've ever seen the movie Enough, she did it. She did that. She's also in a movie called An Unfinished Life, which was pretty good. Kind of the same-ish vibe, but a little different, and it was pretty good. It's pretty good. She did really good in this movie too, and her dancing is not too bad. Not my favorite, but not too bad. But this story is really, really sweet, and this scene, I don't know why, but I cry every time. It's just, gosh, so let me set it up for you. He is trying to tell his wife how much he loves her. He gets dressed up, goes to the department store where she works, and he's going up the escalator, and you see him in his suit with a flower, and he says, "Dance with me." And Peter Gabriel is playing in the background, and the thing that I think gets me the most is the woman who is her friend, who is struggling with relationship issues as well. And the second he comes up that escalator, you see her in the background, and she loses her crap. Like, she's gone. And for me, nope, I'm done. It's Waterworks immediately, and I cry every time. I can't not cry. And it just comes. And it's like, it's just so beautiful. Before we get into our number one slot, name that channel. No, I want to give an honorable mention. So a lot of people know about the movie My Girl, right? He can't see without his glasses, right? Yes. Sad, heart-wrenching, the poem at the end, tears. Why did nobody prepare me for the second one? My God. If you haven't seen it, you have to see it. I have both of them on DVD, like the double feature pack that I bought, and I'm so glad that I did because I love these movies. They're so good. But if you haven't seen it, I won't give too many spoilers, but when she gets the home video of her mom, it gets me every time. She's just crying and she's twirling her hair the same way. And she didn't even know it. It's so perfect. It works so well. So well. It was beautiful, and it's actually, I like it better than the first one. Like, every time I watch the first one, I'm like, we have to have enough time to watch the second one. Because it's just so good. It's so good. It's actually my favorite out of any of, like, the indie childhood movies from that time period. That one, I just love it. I love it. I love the music. I love the clothing. I love the whole atmosphere. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I think I talked about that a little bit, but yeah. Number one slot, I left enough time to make this video good enough length so I can talk about this, because this is the whole reason I started this. It comes with a story. And a disclaimer. I want to give a disclaimer because I know a couple of people who might be watching maybe here I am trying to be serious. people who might be watching could be struggling with some stuff that pertain to this movie and the other movie that I'm going to mention because of the subject matter. I'm not going to give spoilers again, but when you watch this movie, I want you to know what, this is dealing with subject matter. This movie is called October Baby. There's also a movie called Unplanned. If you are struggling with a decision that you have to make regarding life, watch these movies. If you have had an issue where you have lost a child and some things have had to be done to help you, it is not the same. I will just say that. It is not the same. You're gonna be okay. And I'm really sorry. But this movie deals with a girl finding out about some things that happened to her without getting too insensitive. I want to be sensitive. Some things that happened to her during birth that should not have happened, and how she deals with that. And I was not prepared for what this movie even was. When I first went to see it, it was in the theater, in the cinema. My mom was like, "Hey, we're gonna go to the movie." I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll go with you." And my Nona came with us, and we went and we watched together. It was actually the same weekend that Hunger Games came out, and I was like, but we didn't have enough money, and I couldn't go. But I did get to see that movie when it came out, so it was fine. But anyway, we went to see this movie, and I was like, I don't even know what it is. I just went in. I got my popcorn. I sat down. I was like, oh. And before I get into the scene and get into, much more of it, the one thing that I can take from this in the, as we're going deeper and deeper as we go. So from starting back here, the actual audible sound of the movie, the auditory portion of the movie, crisp, clear as a bell. Love it. I don't know why, but that this movie in particular, even watching it at home, I'm like, yes, oh, it feels so good to hear it. I don't know, it just sounds good. And you can't always get that. Some movies you can't hear, so it's really, really good to have that. So, and you need it in this movie because you need to hear what is being said. But we find out these things. We start going on this journey with her. We find out as she finds out. And there's two scenes. But the first scene happens first. So obviously, but the first scene I'm going to talk about happens before the scene that I actually am putting on the list. So when she goes and she talks to a nurse who experienced what happened to her, and helped her. It's rough, and we hear her leave the apartment where the nurse is living, and we hear her just wailing. And this girl who played in this movie, when that moment comes, you feel it in your gut. And then she goes out to the beach with her friend who has been there the whole time since they were little. He's been there for her, and he's just so sweet. And he just sits there, and you see him kind of start to cry. And he's just like, "I'm so sorry," and he just hugs her, and she's crying. Ugh, and that's enough, right? The whole subject matter is enough. But something that really hit home for me was she goes to this church and she talks about a loved one. I'm not going to say too much again. I'm not going to say too much. I want to give spoilers, so I'm not going to say too much. A loved one that is involved. We'll just say it that way. And they lost the loved one, and she just talks about how she feels like, if she would have survived, if that loved one would have survived instead of her, what kind of person would that person be? Would they be better than her? And I've experienced, those thoughts of, having a loved one that didn't make it to be here, didn't make it to live at all. That, what would that loved one be like? Would they be better than me? And just, you can't not think about that. And it makes me cry every time. And this whole story is really, really sad but beautiful, and I think it's very important, and I think everybody needs to see this movie. So, yeah. And I've watched it a few times now, and I just, every time. Again, I think that this movie and Unplanned are two movies that are, you gotta go into it understanding. But like I said before, if you are somebody who, went through, losing your child, and then something had to be done to help you, it's not the same. So please, I just want to keep reiterating that. If you watch these movies, just remember that. And yeah, they're very important. So that is my list with some honorable mentions. I do have some more movie videos coming up that I'm really excited about. I saw some new movies, not new, but new to me, and I'm going to go over those as well. I just have to get everything together so that I can get my plan out and execute it. But that is it for this video. Please keep subscribing, because there's going to be different videos here and there, and yeah, I think you guys are really gonna like these. Let me know down below if you've seen any of these movies, what movies make you cry, and do you like crying at movies? Some people don't. I do. I like torture, I guess. I don't know. What does that mean? But yeah, let me know what you think, and share this with anybody who you think might be interested in a video like this. Thanks, guys. Bye.